It is a breezy Tuesday night here in the Hill Country as we welcome you to the jungle. Tigers Park on the field of Dripping Springs High School, where tonight your Tigers takes on the number one ranked team in the state, the Chaparrals of Westlake, for the first time in district play. And we welcome you, the Tigers Baseball on Vype Live. My name is Melvin Jones. Tonight, the Tigers and the Chaparrals meet for the first time in district play. Now, the Tigers are coming off a 20-3 win last Tuesday night against Aikens. And we're going to turn it over to Jeff Goss for the pregame festivities.
Westlake Chaparrals and the Dripping Springs Tigers. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Chaparrals. They are coached by J.T. Blair, assisted by Tyler Vale and David McGee. Leading off, the second baseman, number 14, Theo Gillen. Batting second, the third baseman, number 4, Nathan Duvall. Batting third, the first baseman, number 15, Sage Sanders. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 17, Will Meggins. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 10, Ben Longoria. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 3, Ty Shapiro. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 28, Cooper Berry. The designated hitter will hit for the pitcher, number 22, Chance Covert. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 27, Isaac Beeler. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 13, Aiden Bennett. And the rest of the Chaparrals. Now the starting lineup for the Dripping Springs Tigers. They are coached by Chris Payne and assisted by Stephen Skotak, Derek Daniel, and Jason LaRock. Leading off and playing center field, number 13, Taylor Tracy.
Hey, Taylor!
Batting second, the designated hitter, number 14, Theo Howard. The designated hitter will hit for the pitcher, number 10, Cooper Rummel.
Hey, Cooper!
Batting third, the first baseman, number 1, Mason Ashlock.
Mason!
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 18, Jack Tyndall.
Hey, Jack!
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Tristan Johanowicz. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 2, Gavin Hole.
Hey, Gavin!
Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 3, Connor Helms.
Connor!
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 15, Rylan Mahoney. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 6, Jackson Conover.
Hey, Jackson!
And the rest of the Tigers. Would you please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem?
As you can tell, it is Tigers Little League night. All the Little Leaguers in their jerseys. And on the bump tonight for your Tigers, number 10, Cooper Rummel. Coop is ready to go. Around the horn for your Tigers behind home plate in his normal catcher position, number 2, Gavin Hall. At first base, Mason Ashlock. At second base tonight, Connor Helms. Playing at shortstop, Jackson Conover. At third base, Tristan Johanovich. Out in left field, he has taken over that position, Jack Tyndall. In center field on the days that he's not pitching, Taylor Tracy. And at right field tonight, Rylan Mahoney. The agent tonight for the Tigers will be Theo Howard. Coop tonight will face a lineup of Theo Gillen, Nathan Duvall, and Sage Sanders to lead off this first inning. Tigers once again coming off a huge 20-3 victory on Friday night against the Eagles from Aikens. They redeemed themselves from the last 3 games and made up for it big. But now they got to put up their best effort tonight against the number 1 team in the entire state. Tigers tonight in their alternative gold, gorgeous uniforms. Burgundy numbers and letters. The Chaparrals from Westlake in the Montreal Expo X uniforms, baby blue, red numbers and letters. You could have been anywhere in the world, folks. You are here with me tonight on this Tuesday night in the Hill Country, and I appreciate it. And we are ready to go in this District 26 battle. Tigers, Chaparrals, as Theo Gillen starts it off for the Chaparrals. The stadium is packed tonight. As the umpires are ready, Coop is ready to go. And Coop's first pitch barely missed for ball 1, 1-0 on Gillen. This is as animated as we've had the jungle all season. Gillen hits one. Connor Helms right there, and the 4-3 routine put out, and that was close. And they say Mace steps off the base. Wow. E3 on Mace, but I believe Mace was already there.
Now batting third baseman, number 4, Nathan Duvall.
Here's Duvall. 1 on, no outs. Here in the top of the first. Mace surely looked, at least from up here, that he had his foot on the base. And Gillen thought about it. He pulled back after trying to challenge Gavin Hall, 1-0 on Duvall. Gillen, large lead off first again. Rummel fires. And that one's hit a screamer to the backstop. Count goes even, ball and a strike. The wind is howling in here in the jungle tonight. And a 1-1 count to Nathan Duvall. And Coop is ready to go. Coop fires back. Sliding in was Gillen. Toughest stretch of the season for the Tigers this week against Westlake. Next week against Lake Travis. Coop fires. And another foul, this time near the dugout of Westlake. 1-2 to Duvall. Counting this week, 4 weeks of the regular season left. 1-2 count to Nathan Duvall. And Coop just looks over his left shoulder. And Gillen trots back. The 1-2. Coop fires. Got him! Gillen takes off. But the first strikeout tonight for Cooper Rummel. One away here in the top of the first.
Now batting first baseman, number 15, Sage Sanders.
Here's Sanders, the first baseman. He has a runner at second, one out.
Go Tigers! One down, two to go. One down, two to go. Let's go now, defense. Be ready.
And Gillen takes another large lead off the second. And Rummel fires. That's high for ball one. 1-0 to Sanders. Will Magios in the on-deck circle for Westlake. And Coop looks back over his second, does it again. And he fires. And another takeoff and another stolen base by Theo Gillen. Second one of the night in a 2-0 count on Sanders. Gavin and Coop meet on the pitcher's mound. Should and could be 2 outs right now. Controversial call at first base. And a runner in scoring position. One away here in the top of the first. The 2-0 from Rummel. He fires it. Got him inside corner for strike one. 2-1 on Sanders. The 2-1. Coop is ready. Fires. High. 3 balls and a strike to Sanders.
Go,
3-1 to Sanders. And Coop fires. Got him right down the middle. Full count on Sanders. We have not heard the jungle this animated all season. Rummel, 3-2 to Sanders. He fires. And barely missed. Gavin looked over. And so runners at the corners for the Chaparrals. Still only one away.
Now up, right fielder, number 17, Will Maggett.
Magios now up to the plate. Runners at the corners. Coop would love to have the double play ball right now to get out of this inning. And Rummel fires the first pitch. In there for strike one. And a stolen base by Sanders, and that eliminates the double play opportunity for the Tigers. One thing you can say about this Westlake team, they can run the bases really well. Coop fires. And that one's going to be fouled and out of play. Nearly hit the light. 0-2 on Magios. Ben Longoria in the on-deck circle for the Chaparrals. Coop is looking for strikeout number 2. He fires the 0-2. That's high, 1-2. Same two teams Thursday night, depending on weather, as it is expected to be stormy. Got him! Got him looking! And Coop, with his second strikeout and a second out of the inning.
Now up for the Chaparrals catcher, number 10, Ben Longoria.
Longoria steps up 2 on, 2 outs in the top of the first. There are expected storms if you can't get it in on Thursday, game 2 of the series. My understanding, it will be Friday. Also, depending on weather, back at Westlake. 2 on, 2 outs. Yes, it is Good Friday this week. That one's high for ball one. 1-0 on Longoria. No baseball on Friday scheduled right now, but there are soccer playoffs all across the state of Texas on Good Friday. 1-0 to Longoria. Coop goes outside, missed it, 2-0. On the catcher. Ty Shapiro is in the on-deck circle for the Chaparrals. We are still scoreless, but the Chaps, 2 on and 2 out here in the top of the first. And a timeout by Longoria to reset. Rummel fires a 2-0. High, 3 balls, no strikes to Longoria. Shout out to Chris Frickle. Heard Chris earlier. Miss you out here. Hope you enjoying tonight's telecast. 3-0 to Longoria. Rummel fires. And he missed it in the 4-pitch walk. And now the bags are loaded for Ty Shapiro.
Now batting left fielder number 3, Ty Shapiro. Courtesy running for the catcher number 18, Tommy McIntyre.
As McIntyre is now the courtesy runner for Longoria. Here's Shapiro. Bases loaded, no outs. Here in the top of the first. Rummel is looking to get out of this inning. And Coop fires well outside, 1-0. 5 consecutive balls for Cooper Rummel. Westlake still with no hits, but the bases are loaded. And it popped it up. And Riley Mahoney is underneath it. And the Tigers get out of the inning. Shaps left 3, but they get nothing across the board. And as we head to the bottom of the first, Taylor Tracy, Theo Howard, Mason Ashlock all due up. Scoreless here in the jungle. And you are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Back here to the jungle as we are having some difficulties with our commercials, but don't you worry. We'll get it straightened out. All that matters is the action on the field. Scoreless after Westlake left the bases loaded. Taylor Tracy, Theo Howard, Mason Ashlock, all coming up here in the bottom half of the second. As Chance Covert is a pitcher tonight, the southpaw for Westlake. Here's Taylor Tracy. Taylor has had a sensational year, both on the mound, in the field, and in the batter's box. Jungle is rocking right now. Chaparral defeated Vandergrift on Saturday. they were able to fit in a non-district game for this meeting with the Tigers. As the umpires walking back behind home plate. And Taylor in the box, ready to go. Covert is ready to go, and the first pitch to Taylor is outside for ball one.
Work him now, work him. Taylor, you're the one, you're the one.
Biggest game of the season thus far for the Tigers. And Taylor looks at ball number 2. 2-0 to Taylor Tracy. Covert fires it. Taylor swings and misses for strike 1. 2-1 on Taylor Tracy. Theo Howard is on deck for the Tigers. Mason Ashblock in the hole. The 2-1 from Covert. And bounce. And it's going to be a 6-3 put out for Westlake for the first out of this first inning. Here comes Theo. No one on and one out here in the bottom half of the first. Covert fires Theo. That's well inside. 1-0. And Covert fires the 1-0. Theo slices one. And an easy recovery that time for Sanders for the second out of the inning. Here's Mace. Mace hit a monstrous grand slam back on Friday night. Only the second Tiger to hit a home run at home this season. Taylor Tracy hit one during the preseason tournaments. Now Mace stepping up to take on Covert for the first time. And Covert fires. Mace slicing one foul. 0-1 to Mason Ashlock. Jack Tyndall's in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Tristan Chahanovic in the hole. And the 0-1 upcoming to Mace. Covert fires. Outside, 1-1. Covert has this kind of a stutter release before he gets ready to release the pitch. Has the 1-1 on Ashlock. Mace swings and misses. And Mace is down in the count. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Mace. Mace low. Deuce is wild for the first time tonight. Mason Ashlock draws it. Covert fires. Inside, full count on Mace.
Win it, Mason, win it. Let's go. Full count, win it, Mason. Work him now, no trash.
3-2 to Mason Ashlock. Covert fires 3-2. Mace hits it in the center field. That's deep. That and it's caught. It looked like it was going over the head, but Beeler was able to grab it, and the Tigers go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We played an inning, still scoreless. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Scoreless. As we are playing now the top of the second. Welcome back to the jungle. Melvin Jones with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. As Barry, Beeler, and Bennett, Killer Bees, on the bottom third of the inning for Westlake, due up here in the top of the second. Coop pitched pretty good that first inning. He did load up the bases, but he had 2 strikeouts, no hits.
Leading off the top of the second, designated here the number 28, Cooper Berry.
Here's Barry. Battle of the Coopers.
Be ready, Tigers! Be ready! 3 up, 3 down. Let's go now, defense! Go!
And Rummel, our Cooper, is ready to go. And Coop with the first pitch, he fires it. Catches the outside corner. Beautiful pitch for strike 1.
2 more, baby, 2 more.
And the 0-1 upcoming to Barry. Coop fires. Barry slices one foul out of the stadium. Quickly down in the count, 0-2. Rummel looking for strikeout number 3 so far tonight. And Coop fires the 0-2. Got him! And that is strikeout number 3 for Cooper Rummel. And the first out of the second inning.
Coming to the plate, center fielder number 27, Isaac Beeler.
Here's Beeler, the center fielder. And the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Chaparrals. And Coop fires the first pitch. High and inside for ball 1. That was a arguably close borderline pitch. But a 1-0 on Beeler. Rummel fires it. And he went around. Count goes even. Ball in the strike. Rummel fires. In there, 1-2. Cooper Rummel right now is doing his thing. Ball and 2 strikes to Isaac Beeler. Beeler back in the box. Coop likes this pitch. He fires a 1-2. Got him! Strikeout number 4 for Rummel. 2 outs.
Now batting shortstop number 13, Aiden Bennett.
Here's a shortstop, Aiden Bennett. 9th hitter in the Westlake lineup. Top of the order, Theo Gillen in the on-deck circle. Coop fires the first pitch. And that's low for ball 1. We're headed to Westlake this week. Thursday is a scheduled date, but as we all know, weather in the springtime in Central Texas is unpredictable. High and inside, 2-0. Eric Wolf trying to make jokes here in the press box. He admit that wasn't good ones. Coop fires. Got him. Strike 1 to Bennett. The winds are howling tonight. It was the opposite effect on Friday night when the Tigers had that 20-run explosion. And Bennett chops one. Coop grabs it. And a 1-2-3 inning for Cooper Rummel and the Tigers. Chaparrals go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We played an inning and a half. Still scoreless. And you are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. It always makes me happy to hear Morris Day in the time here in the jungle. With some jungle love. Jack Tyndall, Tristan Chahanovic, Gavin Hoyle due up here in the bottom of the second. And Chance Covert back on the rubber for Westlake. I want to say the last time this stadium was this packed was last year's Little League Day. But both sides have came out. It's not necessarily a one-sided affair with all Tiger fans. Chaps have some fans here tonight. Here's Jack. As Covert continues his warm-ups. And now Jack is ready to go. If I'm not mistaken, if there's a Thursday and a Friday rain out, we could see some baseball Saturday afternoon. And Jack is ready. Jack has been on fire at the plate. And Covert fires. Jack hits one in the left field, but underneath it was Shapiro, and that is the first out of this second inning. One pitch, one out for Westlake. Here's Tristan. Tigers getting a lot of good contact on the balls tonight, but the wind is catching them as they extend to the air. And Tristan hits one up the middle, but a nice play and drop ball. And Tristan's hurt. Timeout. Tristan is grabbing at his knee. When Tristan crossed over first, the ball came loose out of the glove of Sanders. So I believe that is an out. But nothing has been called yet, as all the coaches right now attending to Tristan Chahanovic. And Tristan is up. He's hobbling. Trying to make sure that, so Tristan was safe. And Tristan goes right back down. And that is not a good sign. As Tristan Chahanovic still on the field. We'll take a break. 1 on, no outs. Here at the bottom of the second. Scoreless. Here in the jungle. As Tristan is still down just past first base. Landon Ricard will be the pinch runner. You hate to see this. Hopefully it's nothing serious. And now they got the card coming out.
Okay, I stopped. You almost made me sing. Is that the haircut?
See, now from up here, it looks like Tristan is grabbing his left calf right now.
Oh yeah, it was me.
So I can't tell if it's his knee or maybe a lower leg injury. But he's having trouble even trying to get up. I couldn't even tell if maybe they knocked knees or what. So we are hoping for Tristan to just try to get up and make it to his feet. And he's getting help from all the coaches. And Tristan made it onto the cart. But that is tough to see. Gavin Hall is coming up to bat for the Tigers. 1 on, 1 out.
Was he good? Is he good now? Oh, no, he's not good.
As I see TC's parents out there. TC is getting a round of applause from this crowd here in the jungle.
Pitch running for the Tigers, number 9, Landon Ricard.
So 1 on, 1 out. Gavin Hall up to the plate for the Tigers. Let Chance Covert continues his warm-ups. Shout out again, Chris Frickle. He's loving the playlist delivered by Eric Wolf. He wanted me to let Eric know that. He told me some other things, but we're going to keep that one off air. As Landon takes a nice lead off of first. The pitch. And floats one in the right field for the first Tigers hit of the night by Gavin Hall. Tigers now with 2 on and 1 out. With Connor Helms coming up.
Now batting, second baseman.
Hagen Shipley coming in, the courtesy run for the Tigers.
Courtesy running, number 28, Hagen Shipley.
Tigers with 2 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second. Not only was that the Tigers' first hit, that was the first hit of the ball game, period. As Connor now steps up to the plate. Now let's win one for TC. And that one's well inside for ball 1. And it's 1-0 on Connor Helms. Riley Mahoney in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. 2 on, 1 out, still scoreless in the bottom of the second, but the Tigers are threatening. Covert fires, and that pitch sails foul. Even up the count, 1-1. This could be a night with a lot of base hits, as the wind is not going to let anything in the air. Harley, Covert fires.
31.
Getting gets inside for strike 2. 1-2 to Connor Helms. Covert looks like he's ready to go. He looks at second, does it again. He fires 1-2. Connor Helms hits one right to Covert. Covert is going to take the force at third, and Connor did not get in. A 1-5-3 double play, and Westlake gets out of the inning. So 1-5-3 kills the momentum, and we head to the top of the third scoreless. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. So a few changes right now due to the injury to TC. Connor Helms moves over to third base. Landon Ricard now playing second base. Top of the third, scoreless. One lone hit, and that came off the bat of Gavin Hoyle. Top of the order, Gillen, Duvall, Sanders coming up for Westlake. Here's Theo Gillen. Gillen tonight 0 for 1. He got on from an error, which was very controversial. As Coop is ready to go. Second time through the order, and the first pitch is into the dirt, ball 1. As Coop fires the 1-0. And Gillen slices one. Jackson Conover throws it over. Nice play. 6-3 put out. First out of the inning.
Now batting third baseman number 4, Nathan Duvall.
Here's Duvall. Duvall 0 for 1, striking out back in the first. And Coop fires. Barely missed, ball 1. It would be fantastic for the Tigers to get a win tonight with Taylor Tracy throwing on Friday. And Coop fires. That one was low, 2-0. It was steaming in the press box when we first got here. It has cooled off a lot. Nice swing and miss by Duvall, and Coop with strike 1, 2-1. Two balls and a strike as Eric gives a shout out to Chris Frickle. And Coop fires. Got him! What a pitch! While Cooper Rummel evens up in the count, 2-2. Coop is pitching him a game tonight. The 2-2 coming to Duvall. And Coop fires it. Got him! Strikeout number 5 for Cooper Rummel. Second out of the inning. Coop is out there giving it to Westlake tonight.
Number 15, Sage Sanders.
Here's Sanders. Sanders drew a walk his first plate appearance tonight. Coop has settled in after facing 6 in the first inning. Sanders went around a bit, strike one. It would have been a strike regardless. 0-1 to the first baseman. And Coop is ready to go. The 0-1. And that's popped up. Jackson Conover is underneath it. Another 1, 2, 3 for the Tigers. And Westlake goes down in order once again. Riley Mahoney, Jackson Conover, Taylor Tracy, all coming up in the bottom of the third. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Scoreless still here in the bottom of the third with Ryland, Jackson, and Taylor all coming up here in this bottom of the third. Nice cool breeze as came in. Chance Covert still on the bump for Westlake. The 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Tigers in this inning. Only one hit tonight off the bat of Gavin Hall. Here's Ryland. Lefty versus lefty. As Ryland taking that nice casual stroll over to the batter's box. Ready to go. Longoria is now taking his time going back behind home plate. We are ready to go here in the bottom half of the third. Melvin Jones here with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Scoreless. And Covert fires. And Ryland looks at ball one. Barely missed apparently. 1-0 on Mahoney. Covert's ready to go. The 1-0. And Ryland didn't go around. Ball two. We'll take it. 2-0 to Ryland Mahoney. And Covert with the 2-0. Ryland that time got the benefit. 3-0 to Ryland Mahoney. Ryland looked to be the third base runner for the Tigers tonight. And that one gets in there for strike one. 3-1 now to Ryland. Covert with the 3-1. And Ryland swings at that one, 3-2. That was some smoke there by Covert. Full count on Ryland Mahoney. Covert fires 3-2. And Ryland takes the walk. And the Tigers get the leadoff runner on. Here is Jackson Conover, the number 9 hitter in the Tigers order, up to the plate. And Covert looks over at first, does it the second time, fires. Jackson shows bunt. Jackson lays down a gorgeous bunt. And we'll take that sacrifice all day from Jackson Conover. First out, but a nice bunt by Jackson. Here comes Taylor Tracy. T. Tracy tonight, 0 for 1. Jackson getting love from all of his teammates. What a laydown.
Pinch runner number 7.
There is a pinch runner for the Tigers
Carter Gardner.
as Carter Gardner is at second base. Covert, 1 on, 1 out. Fires Taylor. That's high for ball 1. One and 0 to Taylor Tracy. Theo Howard in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Covert looks back at second. Fires a 1-0. Well outside, 2-0 on Taylor Tracy. If he gives Taylor something to hit, he'll smack it into left field. Covert is ready to go. He looks back at second. He fires. High, 3-0 to Taylor Tracy. Tigers looking to put 2 on here in this 3rd inning. Be the 2nd time the Tigers have done it tonight. Covert looks at second, fires 3-0. High, 4-pitch walk for Taylor Tracy. Tigers now with 2 on, 1 out. And we're going to have a mound visit. Tigers now 2 on, 1 out, 2nd consecutive inning. Chicken Dance is now in the jungle. And we know Theo Howard has came up huge in these spots before. 2 on, 1 out for Theo. Tigers getting the Covert just a little bit. Covert looks back at second, fires. Theo, slice 1, and Covert's going to put Theo out for the 2nd out, but the runners do advance 2nd and 3rd. Here's Mace. Mace had that grand slam Friday night. The wind is blowing tonight, so I don't think any balls is going to leave. Yeah, Friday night we had no wind. Tonight, that's not the case. But Mace still could get a nice hit to put the first runs on the board for the Tigers. Covert, ready to go. First pitch over to Mace. He fires it. Mace swings and misses for strike 1. And it's 0-1 on Mason Ashlock. This is a vastly different team than what was on the field last Tuesday night against Aikens. Covert fires the 0-1. And Mace hits one past the 3rd baseman for a base hit. Carter Gardner comes in to score. Taylor Tracy slides in. 2-0 Tigers. RBI single for Mason Ashlock. He does it again. Here is Jack Tyndall now. 1 on, 2 outs. And the Tigers lead 2-0. Second hit of the night. Jack hits one into right field. That could bloop. But nice play out there by Magios for the 3rd out. But the Tigers leave 1 but put 2 on the board. And the Tigers lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the fourth. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. 2-0 Tigers off of the 2 RBI single from Mason Ashlock. And Mace has been completely on fire the last 2 games. Cooper Rummel tonight pitching lights out. 5 strikeouts so far for Coop. Haven't get up a hit. 2 walks. So the 4, 5, 6 hitters, Magios, Longoria, and Shapiro, all due up in this top of the fourth for Westlake. Got to check, but I want to say that may be the first time Westlake has trailed all district season. So is it Magios or Maggots? It's Maggots. Okay, so Will Maggots. I've been calling him Magios tonight. Maybe because of the handwriting of the person we got the scorecard from. I'm not for sure. That could be just my mistake. But Will Maggots in the face of Cooper Rummel for the second time. And Coop fires the first pitch. And Maggots slice one foul out of the stadium. Maggots 0 for 1 striking out. Back in the first. And Coop with the 0-1. Maggots swings and misses quickly down in the count. 0-2. Tigers now with a purpose after the injury to Tristan Johanovic. They are inspired, and we're going to win this one for TC. As Coop now is looking for strikeout number 6. Up on the count, 0-2 to Maggots. And Maggots slice one foul. Count remains 0-2. So Will Maggots back in the box. Down to the count, 0-2. Cooper Rummel fires it. Maggots slicing one. Jackson Conover grabs it, first out. The wind grabbed that one, but Jackson was able to snatch it for the first out of this 4th inning.
Now batting catcher, number 10, Ben Longoria.
Here's Longoria. No one on, 1 out. In the top of the 4th, Longoria drew a walk back in the first. And Coop ready for first pitch. And Longoria hits it foul out of play. 0-1. It went from a sauna to almost a icebox in here. Quickly. Here's the 0-1 from Coop. Got him! 0-2, and you hear the Coop chants from this Tiger crowd. These 2 teams at Westlake scheduled for Thursday. The 0-2 from Coop. And that one's into the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. This is the Tigers team. The last game and a half we was hoping would come out all season. And they've given it to us. Coop fires. Oh, that was close. 2-2. From up here, it looked like he got him. Love to see the kids enjoying themselves out here in the jungle tonight. Rommel, the 2-2 to Longoria. Longoria fouls it. And that one goes out of play. Count remains 2-2. As the umpire got brand new balls in. Oh and 2, excuse me, 2-2 to Ben Longoria. Coop likes the pitch. And he fires a 2-2. And it goes right behind Longoria to make it a full count. That was a nice Randy Johnson, I'm going to scare you, just to let you know I'm about to strike you out with the next pitch. So the full count now on Ben Longoria. 1 out, no one on, and here at the top of the 4th. And Coop, ready for 3-2, fires it high, and for the second time, Longoria draws a walk.
Now batting left fielder number 3, Ty Shapiro.
Here's Shapiro. Shapiro 0 for 1. Popping out to right field in foul territory, his first plate appearance. And Shapiro steps back in the box. Coop, 1 on, 1 out. Fires the first pitch. That one was low for ball 1. Nice stop there for Gavin. 1-0 to Shapiro. Cooper Berry in the on-deck circle for Westlake. 2-0 Tigers here in the top of the 4th. And that pitch, that was a screamer that went foul. Count goes even, ball and a strike. Shapiro back in the box. Rummel fires. Runner takes off. And Rummel's going to be in trouble. And a 6-3 unassisted double play. Thank you very much, Jackson Conover. No hits, no runs, no errors. No one left on. And we are halfway through. Tigers lead 2-0. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Landon Required, Gavin Hoyle, Connor Helms, all coming up this half inning for the Tigers. Tigers lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. As a 6-3 double play by Jackson Conover into the threat. Top half of this inning of Westlake. Chance Covert still on the bump for Westlake. Covert has yet to get a strikeout tonight. As Landon takes the walk into the batter's box. Landon, Gavin, Connor. Here in this bottom half of the fourth. Tigers leading 2-0. Covert with the first pitch. Landon shows bunt, but that was well outside for ball one. And Covert with the 1-0. And Landon swung and missed on that one. 1-1. I think the Tigers are starting to find their groove here in this part of the season. Like I said, this is the toughest part of the season. Westlake this week, Lake Travis next week. And Landon sends one foul and out of play. 1-2. And a 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Landon Ricard. And that nearly hit Landon, and the count goes full. Three-two. Covert fires high, and Landon Ricard is on. And once again, the Tigers with the lead off on first base. Here's Gavin Hall. Gavin, 1 for 1. He had a single back in the second. As Covert looks over at first, does it again, fires. Landon takes off, but the pitch and the bunt goes foul.
If you're the owner of a white 4-door Jeep, license plate RBW9096, please move your car.
As you can hear, someone's blocking someone else's in. Oh, 1 now to Gavin Hall. Is Gavin going to try to sacrifice again? Covert throws over to first, and Landon slides in. Oh, 1 to Gavin Hall. Gavin bunted the first pitch that went foul. He's going to try to sacrifice again. And that pitch hits Longoria. Count goes even, ball and a strike. Connor Helms in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Riley Mahoney in the hole. 2-0 Tigers. Bottom of the fourth. Covert fires it. Gavin lays down another bunt. Landon slides in easily, and another beautiful sacrifice by a Tiger hitter this time, Gavin Hall. First out. But the runner is now at second base. As here's Connor Helms. Runner on second is Landon Ricard. And Covert fires. And excuse me, pitch and out. Landon's in trouble, and Landon's going to be tagged out. And a double play. Poor base running that time by the Tigers. Very poor base running to end the inning. And the Tigers, with the opportunity that failed, they still lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the fifth. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Base runner blunder by the Tigers. They still lead 2-0. As Cooper Rummel back on the bump. Barry, Beeler, Bennett. Killer Bees up once again for Westlake. I'd like to apologize for the horrible singing of Bruno Mars by someone in this press box. And excuse me, I don't know if that was a bunt or that was just he accidentally went around. It was pretty much a check swing, but Leonard Ricard took off, and that set off an avalanche and a double play.
Leading off to Chaparral's designated hitter, number 28, Cooper Berry.
As Cooper Berry steps up. Cooper Rummel, so far, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. And Coop fires. Got it in there for strike 1. And is 0-1 on Berry. Battle over the Coopers once again. Rummel leads 1-0 after the strikeout in the second. That pitch goes high. 1-1. And Coop with the 1-1. And that fouls. Looks like it went off the umpire. And Rummel goes ahead on the count, 1-2. That may have went off Gavin, actually, and Gavin's probably just walking it off. He's talking to Cooper Rummel. Gavin looks like he's okay. It looks like it's going to be a pitch hitter coming up for the Chaparrals. Rummel fires. Oh, it looks like that looked so good. 2-2. I thought Coop had strikeout number 6. Brandon Babb is in the on-deck circle for Westlake. Here's a 2-2 from Coop. That was high. Full count now on Berry. And Rummel fires it. Got him! And that's strikeout number 6 from Coop. First out of this 5th inning. Here's Brandon Babb.
Pinch hitting, number 1, Braden Babb.
One down, 2 to go. One down, 2 to go. Let's go now, defense.
As the Westlake coach looks like he's making some changes. Babb looks like he could be heading to center. Okay, so that's Braden Babb, not Brandon Babb. My apologies. Of course, I'm going to assume that no Westlake parent is listening to me. They're probably listening to their own broadcaster right now who's just outside of our box. And Coop goes high for ball 1. 1-0 to Babb. Aiden Bennett is in the on-deck circle for Westlake. Tigers with a 2-0 lead. And that pitch is low, 2-0. See if Coop can get his control. 2-0 count to Babb. And Coop fires. And that is high, 3-0 on Braden Babb. Let's see if Coop gives him something to hit. And Rummel fires. Nice pitch by Coop. 3-1 on Bab. Bab gets back in the box. Coop is ready. And the 3-1. And that's high, and Bab takes his base. Coop had a little bit of a control issue. That at bat. And now here is the ninth hitter in the order, Aiden Bennett. And now the mound visit for the Tigers. Don't forget, folks, Thursday night is Good Friday this Friday, so no baseball on Friday. So Thursday evening, back at Westlake, Tigers and Chaparrals meet for the second and final time this season. Coverage will begin. Tigers pregame, 6:50. First pitch, 7 o'clock, right here on Vype Live. Again, weather pending. One way or another, we will be on air at 6:50, either to give an update or get ready for first pitch. That's the fourth walk tonight for Cooper Rummel. 6 Ks. Here's Bennett. 1 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting shortstop, number 13, Aiden Bennett.
Bennett tonight, 0 for 1. Grounding out to Cooper Rummel. Back in the second. Bab leading off heavily. You got to think the steal is on, and Cooper's not even going to test it. Good play out there by Mason Ashlock. As a ball hit the ground, it could have been trouble. Here's the first pitch. I'm expecting Bab to take off. He doesn't. Nice stop there by Gavin. 1-0 to Bennett. Two nothing Tigers, top of the fifth. Westlake, 1 on, 1 out. And Aiden Bennett up to the plate. 1-0 on Cooper Rummel. That pitch hits the ground, 2-0. Coop's last 6 out of 7 pitches have all been balls. Here's the 2-0 from Coop. And that missed 3-0 on Bennett. Coop now with the 3-0. Coop fires. High 4-pitch walk. And now the Chaparrals with 2 on, 1 out after back-to-back walks by Cooper Rummel. And I heard this may have been happening, and it is. Taylor Tracy is about to come to the mound. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Tigers lead 2-0. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Taylor Tracy back on the bump. He pitched 3 innings on Friday night. I think he may have thrown 30 pitches. So he didn't get a whole lot of work on Friday. He has a chance now, 2 on, 1 out, to get the Tigers out of this inning. Cooper Rummel tonight is responsible for the 2 runners that is on base right now. 4 1/3. 6 strikeouts. 5 walks for Cooper Rummel. Cooper pitched outstanding tonight, but he is responsible for the 2 runners that is on base right now. And the top of the order, and Theo Gillen is coming to the plate for the Chaparrals. Theo Howard moves out to center. Everyone else stays exactly the same. As T. Tracy continues to warm up. Once again, folks, Thursday night, we will be at Westlake for the second game of this 2-game set. Coverage will begin 6:50 Tiger pregame. First pitch, 7 o'clock, right here on Vype Live. Counting this week, 4 weeks left in the 2023 regular season.
Now batting second baseman number 14, Theo Gillen.
Here's Gillen. Gillen tonight, 0 for 2. He did reach in the first inning off of that crazy play that we all saw. Mason Ashlock didn't come off the base. They called him safe. So that went down as a Mace error. And now, the best player in the district is on the bump for the Tigers. And he has the top of the order of Westlake to deal with. And Taylor calls time that time. And we should all anticipate maybe a double steal coming from Westlake. And Taylor fires. Got in there for strike 1. And it's 0-1 on Gillen. 2-0 Tigers here in the top of the 5th. And the 0-1 count to Theo Gillen. Taylor checks second base, does it again, fires the 0-1. Gillen tried to lay down the butt, but it's going to go down as a strike. 0-2. I bet you he won't try that again. Oh, 2 count to Theo Gillen. 2 on, 1 out. Taylor looks back at second. Does it a third time, actually. He fires. Gillen barely tipped that one. And it's a good thing he did because the runners would have ran. Count remains 0-2. Hopefully Taylor don't throw a lot tonight. They're going to need that horse come Thursday. Taylor, third time once again at second base. He fires the 0-2. Gillen hits one, and it goes right past Carter Hills for a base hit. And a run comes in, and it's 2-1 Tigers. That went right over the arms of Connor Helms. RBI single.
Now batting third baseman number 4, Nathan Duval.
That didn't go down as a strike. Duval went around. Blue says no, and it's 1-0. And Taylor steps off the mound. I think Connor could have got that one, so the argument could be made that it is an error. He may have gotten the force at third, though. And that pitch goes low, 2-0. So the tricky part, it was scored a hit, but the tricky part was if Connor made the play, he couldn't get it gone across the field, but he had the force at third. And the 2-0 to Duvall. Taylor fires. Got him that time. 2-1 to Nathan Duvall. Duvall tonight 0 for 2, both strikeouts. First hit of the night for Westlake. And that time was a no-brainer. 2-2 to Duvall. Two balls, two strikes to Nathan Duvall. 2 runners on, 1 out. 2-1 Tigers. I think Taylor right now is still trying to warm up just a little bit. And a 2-2 to Duvall. Taylor. And that was close. They didn't give him the call. Full count. That was a strike. Full count on Duvall. But the umpire clearly missed that strikeout. Taylor's frustrated. So was Gavin, but they got to move on. 3-2 to Duvall. And Taylor fires a 3-2. Duvall fouls it off. Count remains full. I mean, everyone's strike zone is subjective. But that was clear up here. Nonetheless, full count on Nathan Duvall. Runners at the corners now for Westlake. Taylor got, look, and his bases loaded now. What a weird sequence this has been the last 2 batters. Sage Sanders coming up with the bases loaded, 1 out.
Now batting first baseman number 15, Sage Sanders.
Sanders tonight 0 for 1. Drew a walk in the first. Popped out to short. Back in the third. And now Taylor Tracy, for the first time in a long time, you could say, is in a little bit of trouble. Plenty of action going on here in Dripping Springs tonight. Girls JV softball next door. They're tied 1-1 in their game. Here, 2-1 Tigers, but the bases are loaded for Westlake. And that was inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Sage Sanders. And Taylor Tracy with the 1-0. High, 2-0. So that first run is being credited to Cooper Rummel. 2-0 to Sanders. Sanders looked to strike one that time. Great pitch by Taylor Tracy. It's 2-1 on the first baseman. And T. Tracy. Woo! That was some gas that time. 2-2 on Sanders. That could have tore someone's oblique. Taylor Tracy looking for his first strikeout tonight. And a 2-2 to Sanders. And second time, Taylor Tracy, and now Coach Payne has had it. Coach Payne is upset, and I don't blame him. Full count on Sanders. And Taylor. And a time this time by Sanders. This left side of the stadium almost erupted. And Taylor fires a 3-2. Got him that time! Second out. First strikeout tonight for Taylor Tracy.
Now batting right fielder number 17, Will Maggots.
Here's Maggots. Maggots tonight 0 for 2. He struck out in the first, grounded out to short, back in the fourth. Taylor Tracy looking to get the Tigers out of trouble. And Maggots swing and misses for strike one. And now this Tiger crowd is starting to come alive. Westlake, bases loaded, 2 outs, and an 0-1 count to Will Maggots. Timeout, Maggots. And Taylor with the 0-1. Maggots looking strike 2. And now T. Tracy, a strike away from leaving them loaded. The 0-2 coming for Maggots. T. Tracy. Got him! He didn't go around! The umpire! Second base umpire! And then, this is unbelievable. 1-2 now to Maggots. This is unreal. That is 3 pitches that Taylor Tracy has been stifled on. Umpiring is a tough job, you understand that. But those were 3 clear strike calls, and Taylor wasn't giving it. And again, Deuce is wild now on Maggots. My goodness. And Maggots now back in the box. Taylor fires. Got him! Goodness gracious. And Coach Payne needs to get back into the dugout because he is heated. The chaps leave him loaded, but it's been a long time since I've seen Coach Payne that upset. 2-1 Tigers as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Time to stretch in the jungle. You are watching Tigers Baseball on Vype Live. Chance Covert is still on the bump.
Jessica Rico, please come
For
to the press box.
Westlake. And again, he's going to face Riley Mahoney, Jackson Conover, and Taylor Tracy. So Riley, Jackson, and Taylor are all due up here in this bottom of the 5th. That was a wild, weird top of the 5th. It's 2-1 Tigers. The run will count to Cooper Rummel. Here's Ryland. Ryland tonight drew a walk, his first plate appearance. And I think all of us were still debating on whether that was an actual hit for Westlake. So the Westlake broadcaster is saying error. we're going to go error, so and a strike call 1-1 on Riley Mahoney. Covert outside 2-1. Timeout. Two balls and a strike now to Riley Mahoney. Covert fires a 2-1. And Riley hits one out of play. They hit the street. We was waiting on the crash. Nonetheless, 2-2 on Ryland. This is animated tonight. This is what baseball is supposed to be about. Covert fires. Ryland swings and misses, and for the first time tonight, Chance Covert has a strikeout. Here's Jackson now. No one on, one out. Jackson tonight's 0 for 1, sacrificing himself back in the third. And Covert fires. And Jackson pops it up high. It's going to stay. It's going to be in foul territory. Nice catch out there by Longoria for the second out. Here's T. Tracy. Taylor tonight 0 for 1. Grounding out to short back in the first inning. He drew a walk back in the third. The wind is still blowing hard, just not as hard. Covert now against Taylor Tracy for the third time tonight. Taylor Tracy sliced one foul. And 0-1 on number 13. Theo Howard in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. 2-1 Tigers. And Taylor Tracy pops it up high. And underneath it is Maggots. And Maggots catches it. And the Tigers for the second time tonight, go down 1-2-3. At the end of 5. Tigers lead 2-1. Longoria, Shapiro, Berry, all due up for the Chaparrals. You are watching Tigers Baseball on Vype Live. Two-one Tigers. Chaparrals now coming up. Ben Longoria, Todd Shapiro, Cooper Berry. Here in the 6th inning. It's Taylor Tracy starting to warm up. And Taylor continues his warm-up. Ben Longoria tonight, both plate appearances were walks. And we're still waiting on Taylor's going to get a few extra warm-ups. And here's Longoria.
Leading off for the Chaparrals, catcher number 10, Ben Longoria.
Once again, Longoria, both plate appearances were walks. Taylor Tracy trying to break that trend. And Taylor on the rubber. Longoria ready to go. T. Tracy fires outside for ball one. 1-0 to the catcher. And Taylor fires the 1-0. Longoria. Taylor's not getting that call at all tonight. 2-0 on Longoria. And Taylor fires. That time, got it in. 2-1 now on Longoria. Ty Shapiro is in the on-deck circle for the Chaparrals. 2-1. And that one's low. 3-1 now to Ben Longoria. Knowing Taylor Tracy, he's going to give him something to hit. Here's a 3-1. T. Tracy. He did exactly what I thought he would. Count goes full as Longoria foul tipped it to the backstop. 3-2 now to the catcher. Longoria now calls time. And now he's ready. Taylor Tracy ready to go. The 3-2. And he didn't get the call. And a walk. Taylor Tracy walks the leadoff hitter. Longoria, that's the third walk tonight for Longoria.
Number 18, Tommy McIntyre.
Here's McIntyre, the
Now
courtesy runner.
Left fielder, number 3, Ty Shapiro.
As Ty Shapiro steps up. Shapiro tonight, 0 for 2. He has a runner on first. That is the 6th walk by a Tigers pitcher tonight. 7. And Taylor looks back at first. He fires. And Shapiro attempting a bunt. Is right in the zone, 0-1. Excuse me, 0-1 to Shapiro. Now it's 0-2, and the runner goes. McIntyre just cannot beat Gavin Hall, and a throw him out by number 2. 1 away. Nice put out by Gavin. Gavin hit that strike directly to Jackson. Jackson was actually waiting on McIntyre to get there with the ball in his hands. Now Taylor Tracy, 0-2 to Shapiro. Taylor fires it, and that drops low, 1-2. Taylor's still ahead in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. And Taylor fires him 1-2. Missed him. 2-2 to Shapiro. And there is a pinch hitter coming. Blake Peterson is in the on-deck circle for Westlake. Taylor Tracy, the 2-2. And he still can't get that call and is full again. And Shapiro goes down. And that's strikeout number 3 for Taylor Tracy. Second out of this inning.
Pinch hitting for the Chaparrals, number 2, Blake Peterson.
Here's Peterson. Coming in for Cooper Berry. 2 outs. 2-1 Tigers. As Peterson waits, Taylor Tracy, and Taylor fires outside for ball 1. One and 0, and a timeout by Peterson. And T. Tracy with the 1-0. Didn't get in there. 2-0. He missed it. 2-0 now to Peterson. And Taylor fires. And he did get in there 2-1. Gavin Hoare with a big throw him out to get the first out of this inning. Taylor Tracy took care of the rest with Shapiro with the strikeout. Here's a 2-1 now to Peterson. Peterson slices a foul. Deuce is wild. And did they call catcher's interference? They did. They just called catcher's interference on Gavin Hoare. And Coach Payne is coming out. I'm confused. How can it be catcher's interference when he hit it foul into the dugout? That's a new one for me. That was a very, and Coach Peterson seems like he's okay with the call, but that was weird. I've never seen catcher's interference.
Now batting center fielder number 27, Isaac Beeler.
As Beeler steps back up to the plate. I've never seen catcher's interference off of a foul ball, so a runner at first, still 2 outs, and Taylor's going to lob it over there. Coach Payne seemed like he was okay with the call, so. Oh, and it throws it over, does Taylor Tracy. And Peterson is going to try third. He stops. And a good thing he stops, because he would have been toast at third. But he does advance to second. Taylor that time tried to be slick. Third error of the night for the Tigers. You don't see that too often. Here's the first pitch to Beeler. And Beeler swings at dust. Strike 1. The 0-1 upcoming to Isaac Beeler. Taylor, hard look at second, and he fires. He got him. However, the argument is that's been the same pitch all night, and he just gave it to him. 0-2 now to Beeler. Taylor, a strike away from getting out of this inning. He fires. Got him! Taylor Tracy and Gavin Hoare was able to get the Tigers out of that inning. Westlake left 1 on the base. Tigers lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Theo Howard, Mason Ashlock, Jack Tyndall, all due up for the Tigers. And you're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Bottom of the 6th. And it's 2-1 Tigers. Dirk Redis is in the building, y'all. It is a family affair tonight. Redis is here. You know it's a good night then. Theo Howard, Mason Ashlock, Jack Tyndall. Chance Covert is still out there hurdling for Westlake. Theo tonight 0 for 2. Two, 1 Tigers. I swear, y'all, I got the best job in the world. Call baseball. It's just lovely. I got the best job in the world. Jeff Goss said he had the best seat in the house every year, which is true. As Theo locks up once again against Covert. And Covert fires, missed it, ball 1. Tigers 3 outs away from possibly their biggest win of the season against number 1. And Covert fires. Inside, that nearly hit Theo. Count goes even. That nearly hit Theo Howard. And that time, that was a clean strike. 1 and 2 now on Theo Howard. Covert, 1 and 2. Theo hits one into center field. It didn't get there. The wind called it. And Theo, did he make it? Oh! Oh my goodness! And now Coach Payne said, "This is it. This is it." My goodness! Theo actually passed first base before the ball got there. Oh my goodness. That, folks, is as bad of a call as you can get. Goodness gracious. Coach Payne is not happy, and he is still going at it with the first base umpire. Unreal. Theo was clearly there. The ball hadn't even made it to first base when Theo stepped on the base. That's what was the worst. The worst, if it was bang bang, maybe I could see it. Maybe I could see it, but the ball did not make it to first base before Theo made it on the first. And now Mace gets the ball 1-0. I think we're all still perplexed. And it's 2-0 on Mason Ashlock. And Mace swings and misses for strike 1. We've seen some tough calls tonight. And that's an understatement. Covert, the 2-1. Mace hits one. This is a no-brainer. This is extra bags for Mason Ashlock. Mace is headed to second, and he's going to get there standing up. 1-out double for Mace. Here's Jack Tyndall. Jack 1 on, 1 out. And Jack tonight 0 for 2.
Pinch runner, number 26, Travis Garrett.
That's Travis Garrett, the courtesy runner. Actually, he's going to be a pitch runner for Mace. Here's Jack. Runner in scoring position. 1 out. Against Chance Covert. And Covert fires. Over the head of Jack. 1-0. What a crazy game this has been. Covert looks back at second, fires, and Jack gets called for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 to Jack. Covert fires. Jack hits one out of play, 1-2 to Jack. Landon required in the on-deck circle. Tigers would love to have an insurance run right now. Covert. The 1-2. Jack hits it high. And let's see if it's going to be playable. It is by Bennett. Second out. Landon required. Comes up. Landon, his only plate appearance was a walk. Travis Garrett is at second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Chance Covert looks back at second, does it the second time, he fires. Well outside for ball 1. 1-0 to Landon Ricard. If Landon could get on, Gavin Hall is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Well high, 2-0 to Landon. To Landon. And Landon looks at strike 1. And it's 2-1 on Landon Ricard. And I believe time was called for Landon Ricard. Covert looks back at second. Fires a 2-1. Well outside, 3-1. Gavin has been huge tonight already. Gavin had the first hit. Love to get on to get some type of insurance for the Tigers. Covert, the 3-1. He fires it. And they called a strike on that one. This is, folks, I'm telling you, this is some bad umpiring tonight. Normally, we wouldn't call out the umpires, but this has been some bad umpiring tonight. Full count now on Landon Ricard. And Covert fires. And that hit that time. Tigers now with 2 on. Here's Gavin Hall, and this could be it for Covert. I think Covert's night is done. We'll take a break. Let you know who the new pitcher is for the Chaparrals. It is 2-1 Tigers here at the bottom of the 6th. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. The Chaparrals come into tonight 23-1, 7-0 in district play. And Joe Sockwell with the sidearm is a new pitcher for Westlake. Culver tonight, 5 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks and a strikeout, but he is responsible for the 2 runners that is on base right now. Gavin against Sockwell for the first time. Gavin is in the box. Base hit will be lovely right now for Gavin. Sockwell with the sidearm. That's high for ball 1. I was waiting for him to call strike. 1-0 on Gavin Hoyle. Cooper Dixon is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Sockwell fires and popped it up, and that may be do it, but it's a good thing that the Tigers and the wind didn't catch it, and that will be the final out of the innings. Tigers strand 2. They lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the 7th. Bennett, Gillen, and Duval all due up for Westlake in the top of the 7th. You are watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Top 7. Taylor Tracy looking to close it out. Chaparrals 23-1, 7-0 in district play. The number 1 team in the entire state. Tigers on the verge of handing them their first L in district play of the season. Bennett, Gillen, Duval, the 3 that are due up for Westlake here in the 7th inning. I hope they grab that baseball as the infield continues their warm-ups. And Mason's running over to grab it. One thing that we have not
Leading
done
off for the Chaparral, shortstop number 13, Abe.
in this broadcast is congratulate Coach Payne with his 332nd victory on Friday night, moving into third all-time in Dripping Springs history. And now, Taylor Tracy and Aiden Bennett meet up once again. That pitch goes high for ball one. 1-0 to Bennett. Bennett walked his last plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 for the night. And Taylor fires. Bennett pops it up high. Is Mason going to get underneath it? And Mason slides. Got it! 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman number 14, Theo Gillen.
Here is the top of the order and Theo Gillen. Gillen's 1 for 3. He did single his last plate appearance. Actually, that wasn't the single. That was the error. His last plate appearance. So the top of the order, Theo Gillen had the error back in the 5th. And he faces Taylor Tracy for a second time. 0 for 3 for the night. Taylor Tracy fires. That's outside for ball one. The 1-0 from Taylor Tracy. That's in there for strike one. 1-1 to Gillen. Duval in the on-deck circle for Westlake. Taylor Tracy fires. And that's a screamer foul. And quickly Gillen down in the count. Ball and 2 strikes. Gillen now. He is literally on top of the plate. Taylor Tracy fires a 1-2. High, 2-2. And T. Tracy with the 2-2. Got him! 2 outs! Tigers are now away from their biggest victory of the season.
4, Nathan Duval.
Here's Duval. Duval's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. He did draw a walk back in the 5th. And Taylor Tracy fires. Swing and a miss for strike one. 0-1 to Duval. And 0-1. Well outside, 1-1. I know the wind is affecting some of these pitchers tonight. Taylor could easily have like 5 strikeouts tonight. He didn't get the calls on a lot of them. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. This stadium is standing. They sense something special about to happen. Just outside, 3-1 on Duval. Sage Sanders is in the on-deck circle for the Chaparrals. 3 balls and a strike to Nathan Duval. The 3-1 upcoming for Taylor Tracy. And Taylor missed it. 5-pitch walk, and Duval is on with 2 outs.
Now batting first baseman number 15, Sage Sanders.
Here's Sanders. Sanders, 0 for 2, struck out his last plate appearance in the 5th as Coach Go is going to come talk to Taylor. I hope Taylor's not near his pitch count.
Half-price hot food at concession stand.
They need Taylor's arm on Friday night, so I hope he's not near his pitch count. Sanders walked in the first, popped out the short in the third, struck out in the fifth. And Taylor is almost begging to leave him in. Thought it was a regular mound visit, but Coach Payne is walking over, maybe having a conversation with the umpire. And Taylor Tracy is done. They want to save him for Friday night, and I understand. So I believe the ball is going to be handed to Jackson Conover. Taylor was almost begging to stay in. And the fans know what's going on. But the ball, I believe that was given to Jackson. Jackson's going to have 2 outs and 1 on here in the 7th. And it is Jackson Conover. So we're going to take a break. We're going to let Jackson warm up. Tigers lead 2-1, 2 outs, top of the 7th. You're watching Tigers baseball on Vype Live. Taylor Tracy tonight, 2 2/3. Five strikeouts. And he gives the ball to Jackson Conover, 1 on, 2 outs. With Sage Sanders coming up. Jackson warming up, looks good. Coach goes out there just make sure everything is good. So I'm looking to see. So Connor Helms moved over to short, it looks like. It is some defensive changes. AD is in. Aiden Dennis is at second base. So Aiden Dennis is second. Connor Helms at short. And Landon Ricard staying at third.
Now batting for
Jackson Conover
15, Sage Sanders.
to close it out for the Tigers and get what would be their biggest victory of the season. Sanders tonight 0 for 2. Drew a walk in the first. Popped the short in the third, striking out in the fifth. And he has hard throwing, Jackson Conover. And 1 on. Nice play. If he steals, I think Jackson's more concerned about the hitter. And Jackson getting there for strike 1. 0-1 to Sanders. Jackson fires high, ball 1. With Jackson, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get heat after heat after heat. Jackson now, ball and a strike to Sanders. Jackson fires. Sanders pops it up. underneath it. Gavin Hall. For the fourth time this season, the Tigers throws a no-hitter. They defeat number 1 tonight by a final score of 2-1 and hands the Westlake Chaparrals their first district loss of the season. We're going to take a break. We're going to wrap it up from the jungle. Final score 2-1 and the Tigers with a no-hitter on number 1. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. For the 4th time this season, 3rd time in district play, the Tigers have thrown a no-hitter. All of them combined. Chaparrals, a run, no hits, 1 error. Tigers, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. And the entire pitching staff, Cooper Rummer, Taylor Tracy, Jackson Conover, all should share player of the games tonight. They did something that not only has no one done this season, but they also defeated number 1 for the first time this season. The Chaparrals came in 23-1 overall, 7-0 in district play. That O is no mo. Chaparrals are no longer undefeated in district play. The Tigers win tonight by a final score of 2-1, and they're going to celebrate this one as that is a huge victory, biggest victory of the season for the Tigers. So once again, folks, final score tonight from the jungle, Tigers 2, the Chaparrals 1. I'd like to thank my QA, Les Clary, for keeping us on the air tonight. For the 4th time this season, the Tigers throws a no-no, and they defeat number 1 Westlake 2-1. For everyone at Vype, my name is Melvin Jones saying good night from the jungle. You have been watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.